All right, that's everybody. Let's talk about this.
Yay!
Thanks. I'll take my free Camilla and leave. Thank you very much.
So before we start, what do you guys think of this entire banner?
I
I just want the lands.
You just want the lance? Oh well, to be fair, this is a pretty damn good lance. I talked about being great with Wrath users, and it's for Nephany, right? So.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
It's the same lance. It's the same effect as Navarre's sword, just without the slaying effect. So I'll take it.
Look,
And
Camilla's
you can
free.
Yes,
Camilla's free. That's all I need.
Camilla is the
I
avatar
had to work
now.
hard for the other 6.
5.
Moving on.
Little
Yes.
does he know the future mythic hero that is going to come.
Nim, didn't you
It's a
know that
future mythic
Camilla is
hero.
the best character from Hashi?
Well, the
since
mythic
she
hero
appeared
comes
on
out
2
in,
Hoshin
what,
and
now, a week?
banners.
I think so.
Wait, the Mythic Hero, did the Mythic Hero leak as well?
No.
Oh, you're just messing with
I'm
me.
just saying it's going to be Camilla.
Are you sure?
No.
Well,
No.
look, to be frank,
It
I do. There was no Legend in Camilla. So,
There wasn't.
this is, it's destiny. She has to come out.
I mean, there is no precedence for what a mythic banner can be yet, so.
Well, I'm gonna guess it's the same as Legendary Heroes. Like, they'll go with, like, their original heroes first, and then they're gonna go progress into the special, like, the special heroes of, the Legendary Heroes of normal heroes. This is what I
Yeah.
said.
It's just that they said, I believe it was supposed to be that they have a godly sort of power, so there is a strange precedence built up for that already in that, but we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess with what Camilla has for going for her, I guess she is a goddess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and thank you, Crimson Light, again, and thank you, Jackie, for follow. Alright, guys, but yeah,
Milk. Yeah.
look, this opening screen is probably the best thing about it. Like,
Mm.
the entire idea of Hot Spring Heroes, I think, is, like, just perfect for the game.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like the idea.
didn't they do, like, a Hot Spring DLC for...
Yeah, that was the
Fate's
Hot
Awakening?
Spring Scramble for Awakening.
Yes.
Right, so, like, this is already, like, a precedence they've set up before in the past, and so making like, it a special heroes banner and then continuing from there isn't a bad thing, in my opinion. It's just...
Yeah.
Maybe you should have not gone all
Done.
in for Fates. Probably not a good time for that.
To be fair, I actually kind of understand where they're coming from this, because they had 2 tap-tap battles back-to-back that were Fate's Awakening with a Hot Springs theme.
Wait, you okay? I guess yeah, that does make sense, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Still, though, it's like, well, I mean, that's probably exactly what they were doing, because they have the same they have some of the same logos and graphics, and we got that bucket as an accessory just the other day.
He's right.
So I think they were already prepping us for this, but at the same time, still.
Yeah. All right, but let's talk about more of the individual characters. Also, before that, actually, the art, I like it. It's very, you know, a lot of times when we get these art for the heroes, they're all very, like, different, because it's all by different artists. But this time, like, it has a pretty good theme going on.
Yeah.
Like, it looks very similar. Like, it doesn't look like somebody else drew all of them. Wait a second, are they all drawn by the same guy? I guess we'll see in a moment.
I'm highly doubtful of that.
I highly doubtful of it as well, but they look so similar, like it's the same guy drew it.
We'll see.
It feels really consistent, so that's what I appreciate.
Yeah. I like it when it has a little theme, but still. Good art.
But what do you guys think of, like, what Ryoma said about Japan's hot spring culture with a lot of men in the hot springs together? By the way,
Water is
if you
nice.
guys didn't know, you can't wear your towel into the thing. You gotta take it off. You
Yep.
gotta make sure everyone can see your ding-along.
No homo. That's all I have to
Dude,
say.
have you, like, we've seen his damaged art.
Mhm.
He has
Oh yeah,
like,
the art's
dicks
alright
for
now.
years, dude.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll find a way to compile all the art in one group again.
All right, thanks, Legion. Okay, I am not sure how I feel about that, but
You're not supposed to feel anything and move on.
okay.
It's okay. We'll get there soon enough.
All
Yeah.
right. But yeah, in terms of skills, what do you guys think?
That's alright. Attack
I get the
is pretty
idea.
good. I like the lance.
I know you like the
want it.
lance. The lance is the best thing about him, and I think most people are going to get him just to fodder him off. I don't think he's going to be anything special, is what I'm going to call it.
I'm a little perplexed because he's pushing attack, defense, and speed with this kit, as opposed to just like attack, defense that Harid does or something. So I think he's going to be pushing all 3 stats at a pretty decent rate. So
I know, but usually that's not a good idea.
yeah, I mean, with a flyer, you could possibly pull it off. Like if you have a 35-35 offensive stat line with maybe 30 defense or something, that just means you're very prone to mages, and then could work out.
But no,
Here's a fun
yeah,
fact.
go ahead.
He is the 5th hero to have chill speed 3.
Oh yeah, that too.
Fifth hero.
The
The
5th.
5th.
I remember the first one.
Wait,
I
what was the first one? I forgot.
Fallen Silica.
Fallen Celica.
Oh,
Oh wow, really? That far back?
man. Okay. Okay, but here's the problem with this entire kit, alright?
Yes.
If he is slow, then chill speed wouldn't be a good idea. But if he's slow, that indicates usually higher attack and defense, which would back up his A skill. However, if you have attack defense solo, you are not using odd defense wave. If you send him out in the middle of nowhere, you are not using odd defense wave with your allies. But I guess you can set it up on odd turns. It's going to be super interesting and weird. And also, if he's slow, he's not using its curtains very well, because you're not charging your special very well if you're not always doubling. So your B skill should probably be like QR if he's slow. But if he's fast, and he's not using attack defense solo really well, because he doesn't have the defensive stats to back it up. Like, it's just a hot mess to me. And until we see his stats, I can't like decipher what it really is. But I highly doubt he's going to have like... I think he's going to have around like 162 BST, you know, like Shigere. And then however you split it is not going to be like very sensible.
Yeah. I think it'll work out in such a way where he's not bad, but he's not going to be excelling in any particular role unless they really trash his res stat, which is unfortunate, but at the same time, there aren't many good lance flyers to go around, so I think that one that's kind of good, that's good in 3 stats, would probably be better than most of the other ones we've gotten. Although it does make me a little sad that Lance has continued to follow this trend.
Okay, here's also the other thing. I'm pretty sure he's meant to be fodder, because in terms of Lancers, it's ultra competitive. You have Cordelia, you have Caria, you have... I keep forgetting Shida's counterpart with Hidden Run.
That'd be Claire.
I keep forgetting her name. What the heck?
Yeah.
So you already have like 3 super strong land. Oh yeah, and you also have Est. So
yeah, although reasonably you would never use that on Catria or Est.
I found it in stream
Or even-
tests.
oh my god.
That was quick.
Look at
Oh
that
yeah,
thing,
there's
though.
Ryoma's
Okay.
damage dart.
Ryoma has a ding dong. I can now confirm, guys. He indeed has. Yep.
Yes.
Wow. That's a
He
lot of
has
detail.
150 helicopter power per spin.
Ew.
Pretty good.
Didn't even think that.
He's the first helicopter in Fire Emblem. Guys, we did it. This is another big achievement.
Yes.
Going
The
back.
best part about this banner.
You know,
Yep.
as a kid, I actually looked it up. It was
What?
Lemon. You know what? I'm not gonna say the website.
Don't. I
People
know
are
I
actually gonna search it up.
Stop.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've never
Okay, we're
seen it, but...
moving on. Moving on.
No.
God, Ampz, you're
No.
no fun.
If you guys have ever seen the helicopter spin, I am sorry. You
mean
are
meat spin?
nobody. Yes, the meat. No. Why would you say that?
I didn't need that in my eye.
What? How did you not? You've been on
Isn't
the
it-
internet for this long. Have you not heard of meat spin?
Isn't it dead though? Like I don't think
I'm
it.
pretty sure it got killed, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
you could use
search
the
it
way.
up. You could
You
search-
might want to wait a second. You have a commercial.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Lemon
pretty sure
Party
the
and meat
website's
spin.
gone,
There you
though.
go.
Wait, what? Why would you give the stupid website out?
It's not a website. Well, actually,
It
it
is
is
a website.
But,
It is a website.
but it's not.
Not
well, no,
anymore.
oh my God. It's not. Yeah.
It's
Not
offline,
anymore.
right?
I'm pretty sure.
You could use the Wayback Machine.
No.
Quick, guys, to the Wayback Machine. That sounds like a shitty cartoon plot.
Preserving.
Quick, to the
Internet's
Wayback
finest.
Machine.
All right, you guys have to be you have to be from like early 2000s or no mid 2000s to actually like remember about all of that stuff, because that used to be
where I
a
heard it.
thing. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, hey, hey, look, I found this really cool website. You should go in. And I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. Ah!
We.
The first time I ever saw it, I couldn't tell what it was, and then I could tell what it was. Yep. All right. Anyway,
Dude, that means you stared at that for like a good 5 seconds. Jesus.
I did.
Ugh.
I also didn't understand how it could be spinning.
No, I don't know either, dude.
It's just the internet.
Oh man.
All right, let's move on.
Yes.
Please.
I'll be honest. He's the only one I'm really interested in the banner. The other three I don't care about.
Yeah. Well,
But
hold
you're-
on.
you're
The
gonna
free
kill him
I'm in
anyways.
free Camilla
Hinoka.
count.
Wait.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hinoka.
This banner is basically like the flat banner, because all three of the girls are flat, and Ryoma's.
Congratulations.
By default, yep.
Wow.
You almost got some mad titties on him.
Yeah, well, yes.
I mean, not if you take the free to play route. It's not flat banner. It's actually quite stacked.
Mhm.
I do like the. I'm not gonna lie though. I kind of do like her, Sakura a bit.
I think Sakura's one of the most interesting of this, and this is our second flying healer, as the chat pointed out. So that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Who's the first
Competing.
one again?
Halloween.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I couldn't
Oh
believe
wait,
I couldn't remember.
how could I have forgotten? I have her. God damn it.
Hey,
yeah.
You have her.
Come on, man. How could you forget why?
Yeah.
Also,
she was
a lot
a
of
while.
people-
Meme about it too.
I know.
A lot of people are very
Dude.
triggered because she's on a horse,
Oh yeah, not a
not the
Kinshi.
flying chicken.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
wow.
other Hoshiden unit got a Kinshi except for Sakura.
Wait, what? She's on a horse?
She's on a regular
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Not a Kinshi.
Hold on. Wait, then isn't she the first? Wait, I'm so confused.
She's
She's the first
Pegasus.
Hoshiden royal to be on the Pegasus and not a Kinshi.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
wait.
the only one.
Hinoka's on a. Oh,
Oh, you're right. That's weird. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Did I do this
Yeah,
on
they kind of.
purpose?
Apparently, they just wanted to bash on poor Sakura,
Or they forgot. 'Cause this
or they
makes
just
no
forgot
sense.
to do Kinshi.
Yeah.
Just not where forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Whoops.
only so many Kinshi.
Oopsie.
Probably ate 'em
We were
all.
too busy looking at Camilla for 3 hours.
Hmm.
Hey, that's not a bad alternate.
Eh,
I would do that.
I'm sure they did.
So do you guys have any ideas what to do for kit? Because this is so weird. Grand Scratcher or Speed Opening. Which hero uses both of these things really well? Which hero would she actually support very well? Because with Winter
With the-
Erica, you could use her with just about anybody. But with Sakura, it's very, very specific who can use this well.
Naysala might be able to make use of it because his speed isn't exactly at the point where it's like he's crushing, and then you can give him a 2 cooldown, 3 cooldown special and use like not flashing blade, but you know what I mean, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would probably work, but this is a kind of combo that would take some serious planning to get working.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Ira. This is for
Yeah, Ira definitely can make use of it. I mean, her weapon isn't that whole +7 damage with speed advantage that's Carla, but she can still make great use out of that, I think, because her speed is only 40 with a speed refined base.
And because she has Regno Astra.
Oh yeah, and buffing Regnal Astra,
Mm-hmm.
which actually would mean Legendary Marth would make good use of it too. Oh, wait, no, he would make really good use of it because that gives him 12 speed.
Yeah, his speed is actually not great. Like, his base speed is not great, so.
It's like 30s. What is it again? 39?
So Callie says Nasilla, Ira, Hannah, Carla, and basically all the glass cannons. I wouldn't say Hannah, but yeah, those first three are right. I mean,
Yeah.
three of them, yeah.
If you can synergize Legendary Marth, he gets plus 12 speed from that, putting him up to whopping 51 speed.
Okay, that's pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, and then it's 56 with attack speed bond, so I recommend that.
I think Carla's a good pick as well. It's just I don't like mentioning Carla because most of the time she doesn't like need it at all. She should already
her
like
speed's
be
just too much.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, Mia also would make good use of it.
Yeah,
She has
Mia.
Flashing Blade inherently.
Yep.
We are gonna see a lot of Grand Scratchers with Surters though.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm
You
not
guys
ready
realize
for
like
that.
how ridiculous Grand Scratcher is? Like it's how it's gonna function with some teams.
Yeah, no. It just means that actually it means that Ophelia doesn't have to run as many mages in her emblem either.
Yeah, Ophelia would actually work too. Her attacks is, well, it's not that high, but most people
It's,
try to push
I've
it.
seen it push 70.
Yeah, most people try to push it. Okay.
So yeah, it'll definitely make certain teams and ether rates more frightening than they already were.
All right. But yeah, she has rifle staff as well. Anyways, like I think this is mostly for foddering because you can get a lot of good skills off her relatively easily.
Yeah, I definitely think that she fits the fodder side better. But not a bad unit. Definitely could use a mage flyer. I'm a healer flyer any day.
All right, what do you guys think about Elise though?
I have one thing to say.
What?
I spent money for summer release and then I stopped.
So you're gonna spend money here too?
If I don't get her with the free orbs.
Yeah, okay, I knew it.
Why is her hair cinnamon buns?
Because she's a cinnamon roll.
It doesn't even look right. Isn't her hair like much bigger than that?
Actually, it's just tied up. You can see that in her art, in her damaged art. It's just tied up.
Man, being a lolly with massive hair seems like a lot of trouble. You
Yeah,
gotta
just a
gotta
little.
like take care of your hair and try not to get kidnapped.
Oh. I mean, I guess.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
I think the best thing about her is her weapon, and it's just because she's literally throwing ducks. That's all I cared about.
Nah, I think that's one of the best daggers I've ever seen, just on the name alone.
Didn't we have a dagger user that literally threw soup at people?
Kagami Mochi.
That was mochi balls though.
Mochi ball. Yeah, I'm pretty sure ducks are more effective than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention you can put a red duck on your head, so you can just be covered in ducks.
Oh yeah, we also had stockings thrown at people.
Yeah, I
Sure.
prefer the stockings because that can be
Nah,
like, you
that is
get a
true.
boot to the head.
Yeah, I like a boot to the head.
Okay, but have you guys seen how angry these ducks look like? Like, they're out to kill.
Yeah, these are some fiery ducks.
I don't know. They might be nice people after you talk to them.
You're
Granted,
gonna
they're
talk
not
to them.
people. They're ducks.
Yeah.
How to
I
get
don't
dunked
know.
on.
I'll have to try to talk to one of them. See
Okay.
what they think.
Anyways, Rally Up Attack Plus, that's great. Otherwise, the only way to get it is from Ophelia.
Ophelia.
That's it, right? Not great
Yep.
pick. And then she also has Swiss Sparrow, which with Rally Up Attack Plus, Swiss Sparrow, that's really easy to take a lot of good skills off of her. Attack Feint, I really don't think, like, okay, the Feint skills, guys, I'm not a fan of at all, almost. There's virtually no character that uses these things really well, and to set it up could be a lot of pain in the ass just for, like, attack -7, which, imagine, like, how many situations that's going to make a difference in. Most of the time, for example, if you already have, like, Desperation or something, not going to matter. If you're just going to wipe them out in one shot, not going to matter. Like, it's very specific situations where having -7 attack on, like, a string of enemy heroes is going to make a big difference.
Yeah. I personally liked using Feints specifically in Ether raids because you can set them up so much more easily, and to be fair, dual rally pluses are extremely effective. And much again to the Ophelia meta, attack -7 puts a serious dampener on her ability to use Blazing Light effectively. So being able to set up Rally Up Attack Plus and then have Attack Feint on top of that, I think would be a very lethal combination, particularly for dealing with this ridiculous Mage Emblem meta that we're in.
Sure, but like there are other ways around it, like using low-key to like slow them down so they don't have the range, and then you attack through another way. There's a lot of ways about going about it, but I'm just saying like using feint skills really correctly, it takes a lot of like setup and thought, and when you have like limited space and limited turns, it might not go so well.
Yeah, I see what you mean. The feints are extremely situational. When they work, they are pretty lethal at times, but in general, they are just such a difficult setup that while you do use rallies a lot in both ether raids, sometimes, well, not as much in ether raids, but in arena, you'll use them pretty often. So feint might not be the worst idea on your support units for your bonus unit, but at the same time, it's like there are other options you could run there that would probably give you more effective yield, like a link, even if you're really thinking to go positional skill.
Yeah.
So, like, feints are fun. They're just not the best, I'd say.
Also, Dagger Valor, it's interesting that she got it because that makes her just like Elise. Halloween Elise. She comes with Dagger Valor, so.
Halloween Sakura.
Sakura.
Wait, Halloween Sakura. Whoopsies. Yeah.
Man, you are butchering everything today.
What? I looked away for a moment. I just said the wrong word. Whatever. Shut up.
Wrong lolly.
Anyways, I guess what's really gonna define her is her stats, and it's already being set up to be a high attack, high speed. So, yep.
At least high speed, but yeah.
Probably really low defense and HP.
She has 34 HP. We already know that.
Oh.
She's probably gonna look like Summerland in her stat line, just red.
Yep.
Also, you could put a red duck on her head.
Yep.
Yes.
I want to know why when she throws the ducks, they explode into roses.
It's best not to ask.
Pyrotechnics, dumbass.
Oh. That's
It's
some
the
weird
secret of the
pyrotechnics.
ducks.
All right. Next and finally it's Hinoka, and
Ooh.
I'm not even sure why she's here, because she just attack speed bond with attack speed link. We literally just got that.
I thought Fjorm was solo. No, wait.
No, it's
it was
Bond.
Bond. It was Bond. Dang it.
Her
So it's
voice
literally just
is so trash.
It's
not
copy
even
paste.
funny.
It's copy and paste.
You basically
Seems to be what they do with speed units.
Yeah, I mean, she has her. I would argue Hinoka is better just because Splashy Bucket's better than whatever the weirdo built bow she had, but that's it. And then there's air orders, and that's it.
Yeah, Splashy Bucket's pretty cool. It's like actually having Naga in a sense, because it nullifies adaptive damage and Wrathful Staff, if this description's to be believed.
Right.
As well as, having bonus damage against dragons, which is a lot better than, in some situations, than the hardy bearing on Cloud Nyogi. Not to mention having another anti-dragon dagger makes it a lot more accessible, which can make, dagger units a lot more effective against this dragon meta we're in.
Yeah.
So I'm not complaining whatsoever about that weapon. I'd say it's a pretty good one to have.
Fair enough, yeah. But again, like it's the way it's set up. These banners are set up nowadays is just like take these weapons, take these skills. Don't actually use these heroes, because I don't think they really care anymore if you use these heroes or not. Just they just want to. The problem with this game fundamentally is that you have to get the new heroes for the new skills if you want to use all this stuff. Like you gotta spend on it. Like there's no other way to get this stuff.
Right.
And it's just so difficult for players to make that decision. For like most people, they want like a copy of each hero, but you can't be a collector and also be and use everything unless you spend. And that's a situation that they want to put people in.
Yeah, that's a situation I get pushed into a lot. I'll say that. Like, I think these units are all looking pretty fun to use, but their fodder is also fantastic, and as a result, I'm probably not going to pull, but I'm going to not feel happy about doing so, purely on the fact that the units seem pretty fun. Like, air orders, I think, is a pretty cool skill. Being able to give so much movement to flyers just as a whole is admittedly pretty cool. Like, Fire Emblem already was known for its mobility. This just enhances it so much more. Like even in a Fire Emblem, you just have 4 flyers and they're all moving around with ease. But the chances of me being able to pull something like this with how little I have to invest as a free-to-play player is just not worth, I'd say.
Yeah, and also Victor, you said this is how gachas work. Not true, because in a lot of gachas, it's for example, like let's say Fate Grand Order, you get another servant, you just increase their MP. Like it doesn't affect their skills or anything like that. Or if you play like a Zerlane, you know, you get another copy of them that just help merging. But in the Zerlane, you can merge through other methods, and what really dictates them is their equipment and their skills, which you can invest in without like keep building building the ships essentially. And then in Drogalia, you can like your equipment and all that stuff is not tied to getting another version of that hero. Oh, whoopsies.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Anyways, it's not the same thing. It's FEH is one of the few gacha games that are extremely anti free to play nowadays, because like realistically, I thought they were gonna move out of this period when they introduced like combat manuals. Like maybe they'll have events where you can like redeem stuff for combat manuals, or like quests. Like if you complete these quests, you'll get this combat manual, and it'll be for those skills. So it's no longer tied to getting the hero for the skills. You know, they need to break apart from that, because the way it is just very anti free to play.
Yeah, I think that I don't know if it was necessary. I think that combat manuals, I don't think that like this kind of unit like Hinoka should be a combat manual specifically, because giving that as a merge option isn't really the best, I think, for them. But even just some regular fodder, if you make it available through some combat manuals, like normal 5 stars, like even regular Hector, you give that as a combat manual in some way, like through some very difficult quest line or through some sort of challenge in a mode.
Exactly.
That would probably work out. And then if you really need to, you could go as far as to have some sort of way to do skill refinery or building skills for units using some sort of currency.
Exactly.
Arena
like,
medals would be nice, but yeah.
It's not so difficult, in my opinion, to change this game for the better. Like, the best thing about Fire Emblem Heroes is the amount of creativity you can do, because you can switch their weapons and skills and everything. Like, you can change a hero so much, and then you can support their stats with like summoner support, ally support, and so on. Like, and blessings. Like, you have so much customized. You can customize your heroes so much. The only problem is like it's generally locked behind that paywall of like you have to get sacrifice another hero for it, and it eventually becomes really counterintuitive and really costly. So like what TJP is doing for Nephany, he could probably have built like 20 different heroes with the skill set he put on his Nephi, because he just put like every skill on Nephi. But that's not very realistic for most people, right?
Right.
And
oh yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm weird. Like, don't use me as an example for the norm.
But that's what I really mean. Like, what you're doing is how beautiful this game could be, but it's such a huge sacrifice for most people that they can't do it.
Yeah, like, I'm personally all about trying to invest in Legion builds, specifically a team of Legion with different builds, so I can have each one fit a certain role, and then maybe have some additional roles on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem is there's so many skills that end up involved in that even though I want to do it so badly and I have all of them at 5-star, they stagnate because there's just too much expensive fodder that I cannot afford to invest at the moment as a collector, who also doesn't really have the best luck getting fodder.
Yep.
So, like, there is so much you can do with it. There's so much I've been able to project with how I want to build this unit in multiple ways, and they all fit their own specific niche. But it's just so difficult to even get off the ground with how expensive some of those pivotal skills can be.
Mm-hmm. Which is why most people just have one build for their heroes, and that's it. Even though,
and it's usually the same build, like
it's
Fury
usually the same build.
Desperation. It's
Yep.
on 3 stars.
Yep.
But
Yep.
but like, if you want to do something like, for example, Fortress Defense Res with Vengeful Fighter. Yeah, I know this is an armor build. And then maybe you have like, I don't know, like Armor March. You have Blue Flame in there. You maybe have Attack Defense Bond Seal. that is a fantastic sounding build, but the chances of getting that is so minimal because it's almost all 5-star locked.
Yep.
Seasonal locked at that.
Yep.
So, congratulations, you have this huge build that you want to do on paper, but it's almost impossible to even get started with it if you really think about it.
And Clef's a great hero. Like, the heroes involved in that too. Can you really make the sacrifice for it? Not
I know,
everyone
like-
can. Yep.
Like, I personally really want to do Bold Fighter Jacob. The only problem is, I have a real bad tendency of not foddering Harden because he's a fun unit. And he's really good.
Yep.
I know, he's not as good as he used to be. But it's like, I don't want to fodder Harden. He's +2 right now. If I did, I could have a really powerful Jacob. But at the same time, it's a moral dilemma of wanting to either have a powerful Jacob or boost my Harden up.
Exactly.
Which really is a conflict that I can't get over.
Which also leads me to like some of the funniest interactions with people. Like Goopy, he's literally sacrificed fully built heroes, like with various 5-star unique skills, and I remember him talking about, I forgot which hero he sacrificed, but it was like a fully built, like this encounter, QR, a unique weapon. Wait, it's a special hero's weapon on it, and then at the end of it all, the guy just fodders off this encounter. Off the hero, because you don't have a choice. Like it was so unavailable at the time that if he wanted to make the other build, like that was the choice he had. Like sacrifice this hero I already built to get that skill, or not do the build. So he picked sacrifice the hero. It sounds crazy, but that was a position some people were put into.
That's what my friend was put into with his disencounter cell. If that had divine tier thing already refined, he just sacrificed that. He didn't even prepare for ether. He just killed off disencounter because he wanted to do that. And as a result, all that expensive fodder just goes to waste.
Yeah. Also, you guys are right about how does the red duck thing have anti-dragons? Like that makes no sense.
But
Red
Some of my
It's
favorite
the bucket.
characters
It's the
or Gift
bucket.
Halloween
the
Jacob
bucket
Build
has
Fighter.
anti-dragon.
Also High Legion.
Oh no, have you found a bucket at a Komodo dragon or something? It's probably some sort of science.
It's science. All right.
Also, I didn't mention this, but for Elise has Swift Sparrow 2. Do you want to guess what place she is in for how many Swift Sparrows there are in this game?
Too many to count.
It's so funny that like there's so many characters with Swift Sparrow, but there's so few with like Fury, something like that. It's just so weird.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a guess? What's
8.
the number?
8.
Okay, you say 8?
No,
Any
wait,
other
what is the
guesses?
question?
How many Swift Sparrow 2s are there?
Swift Sparrow 2.
How many heroes have them?
I'll go with 11.
The correct answer is 15. She is the
Yes.
15th.
Wait, what? It's 15?
Wait, is that including Elise?
Yes, she is
Yes.
the 15th.
What the flying fuck? I thought it was pretty damn high, but I was thinking like there's no way it's that high.
Also, EA also said 15
Oh,
in
okay.
chat. So, yeah.
Also,
Yeah, give me a second, I'll give you the units.
also for Don, he asked a question about crap. It's not showing up here.
I am answered in chat.
All right.
I'd say that Bold Fighter is a significantly great skill on a Halloween Jacob. Like, it makes him one of the best units in the game, but also consider that merging Hector to +1 could potentially have some serious IV yields.
Yeah, the first merge, it's hard. It's really hard nowadays to not do the first merge. It's just so good.
Exactly. So that's my stance on the matter. By the way, here are the units with Swift Sparrow for your reference.
Okay.
Spring Lucina was the first to come out with it, and she's now completely worse than Cliff. Katarina, Bravelyn, Ira, Cavalier Erica, Green Tome Olwyn, Ishtar, Flyer Nino, Legendary Lucina, Lewin, Halloween Niles, Air, New Year's Gunthra, Naysala, and the new Elise.
Wow. How the fuck did we end up with so many?
Because it's the single most slap it on any speedy unit skill that we've ever gotten. Even back when it was first released, that was what the people believed. So I has followed that mentality.
Casey's right about that. They are all 5-star loft except for Nacella, so that's probably why it doesn't feel like it's so many. Because they're
Yeah.
not accessible.
yeah, you won't notice most of them have it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of funny that they decided to put out another 5-star Swift Sparrow as soon as it was demoted.
Yeah. Whoa.
I almost fell off my chair. Sorry.
Okay. Anyways, guys, final thoughts for the banner. What do you think?
Well, Camilla is the colorless flyer unit, just so you know, based on the trailer. And she'll probably be one of the more
Thanks.
useful
Good
free
thing
play
I have
units.
4 Hectors.
But
Might give
at the same
Cecilia
time,
Gold Fighter
my
as
general
well.
thinking
F2
is that
BTW.
other than Hinoka, I'm not exactly very keen on these alts, and while their fodder is good, I will probably not be focusing much on summoning.
Mm-hmm.
And Camilla Emblem is now up to a whopping 6 units, so have fun with that in Ether raids, I guess.
Tier 19, baby. All
Don't
6.
remind me.
And yeah, honestly, this is like the most skippable banner ever.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Other than Adrift, yeah.
Even if
It's
they give me
like the
summoning
Lance.
tickets, I won't care about like doing any summonings in it. I'll just take the free ticket and I'll get out of it.
Same here. I already took some orbs over to the New Year's banner, got a read, and that's what I was going to use them on here for, so not even bothering.
But keep in mind, guys, they might redeem themselves with the February Valentine's banner.
Yeah.
Maybe. So you might want to hold off. And even if you don't hold off, there might be a good chance of... Hold on. It's also...
Anniversary month. is
Anniversary
February.
month. That's right. Because that's
And
what I was
Mythic.
thinking about. So maybe it's not the best time to like say like, oh hey, you know, this banner sucks. Let's just burn all our orbs on something already. Maybe it's a bit more prudent to wait a bit more.
Yeah, like you have the New Year Mythic banner coming up. You have the anniversary, which will probably have its own Hero Rises, by the way. You have the other seasonal banner. I think we have Heroes with Links coming soon, which is a pretty premium banner. So I'd say hold off, basically. Also, you will if Love of Bounds gets rerun, well, gets another one this year. That means that Love of Bounds Hector will be back. So take that into consideration.
But what's so good about Love of Bounds Hector?
The fact that he can do
Counter.
40 damage with his special.
This counter.
Yeah,
40
that's also this encounter. To be
And
honest,
distant counter.
I still think Love of Bounds Hector might be the worst of all the Hectors.
I'm not so sure if I follow that.
Because
Even
base Hector
worse
is...
than OG Hector?
Because OG Hector is Ampz with distant counter, which is really good defensively because he could just at least wipe out somebody really cleanly. And you can also do something really fun, like, well, different. Worry Fighter with QR seal, so you can prevent doubles and still double back. And then obviously Legendary Hector, there's no need to explain it.
I don't even need to.
Brave
argue with
Hector,
that
no
one.
need to explain it. I think LA Hector is probably... It's between LA Hector and OG Hector, and I just think OG Hector has the lead.
I don't know about. I mean, I guess I can see where you're coming from because OG Hector does get Berserk Armad, so he can basically run a Love of Bounds Hector set, but at the same time, Love of Bounds Hector does still hit 58 attack and plus attack and hits like 41 neutral defense or something
But
like
only
that.
one time. Because unless you put QR on him or something, but...
Yeah,
Or
well, he
Vengeful.
can also run Bold Fighter, and then he has Wrath in his weapon, so he can proc Ignis. Like if he has Bold Fighter with Wrath in Wrath range, he'll proc Ignis in a single round. That's the way you look at it.
Yeah, but it's
Which
incredibly
we'll probably
expensive
do.
as well, so...
It is an expensive build. Well, I mean, it's just Bold Fighter, but just Bold Fighter.
Just Bold Fighter, come on.
It's only Bold Fighter.
Still, though, he's a very, very devastating unit with some of the most powerful specials out there, so keep him in mind if you need him for that or distant counter.
Nims, you are drunk right now? Nah, I just don't like that. Man, you know how I am. I still have yet to sacrifice a 5-star hero for a 5-star exclusive skill. I did once upon a time by sacrificing Jafar for Life and Death, and then they made Life and Death a 4-star skill.
Oh man,
So,
I think that's the only fodder I ever regretted.
Yep.
I didn't Father Jafar, but I did 5-star Hana specifically for that, and I regret it.
Yeah, all of them are good, by the way. Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't you sacrifice Hector for DCs? Oh yeah, also Hector for DC, but that's because I got so many of them. But outside of that, like, very rarely do I sacrifice a 5-star for a 5-star exclusive skill. It's just like never worth it in my books.
Yeah.
I sacrificed a Lewin for odd attack wave.
Uh, Okay.
That's pretty
Yeah,
augers,
yeah.
dude.
I get where you're going.
Sure.
How can you possibly understand when you did that?
Well, no, because I got the same reaction from everyone else.
Oh, okay. Sure.
The thing is that I don't see Special Spiral used effectively as auto attack wave in most situations.
In most situations, literally half the turns, auto attack wave does nothing.
And it
Yeah, but
also is a hone.
Hold on, I use it because I run Soth only on dancer teams, so there's no point of using Special Spiral if he's gonna be the only one attacking every time. I don't need my first turn to where I can gain some extra charge off when he has Heavy Blade Desperation already. And since I let him get attacked by magic, what do you call it? Magic foes, so that he gets knocked down to Desperation range.
I guess. I don't like it, but at the same time, I can see why you would do that for Soth in particular.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, before we end off the banner talk, I'm just gonna say this: has IS pissed you off here? Did you know there's another very similar SRPG game coming to? Oh, her toes are terrible. I just realized that. Wow. There's another. Yes. We'll go over the artwork too, guys. But there's another SRPG game coming on the 22nd. It's called Langrisser, and Langrisser Mobile is being released. For those who don't know, in the 90s, it was Langrisser and FEH. I can't stop saying the H. It's just Fire Emblem and Langrisser, and they were rivals. They were very similar, and its mobile version is coming out on 22nd. So give it a try. Give that game a try if this game continues to piss you off.
Yeah.
How much money was on that check?
300.
I do the same thing for 300. Okay. moving on.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'd chill for 300 too. I ain't gonna lie, fam.
Look, even if, they
$300 is $300, and I understand what kind of situation you're in.
even if they didn't pay me, I would have done it anyways. That's the funniest thing, because I went into streaming the closed beta and all that stuff without money involved. And afterwards, somebody else, also contracted by the same company, like the people that contacted me weren't even on the same wavelength. So I got two offers essentially.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's super cool.
Yeah, I'd sell it for a couple of pesos.
You're turning it into another pasta, but instead of Don Machi, it's Langrisser.
And instead of getting, well, I don't know, he's not getting paid.
That is true.
I think he's just
But he's
lonely.
still a walking advertisement.
He is, but I think he's just lonely in the game. Like nobody plays it.
Yep. Pretty much.
Well, like at the end of the day, if it works, there's some kind of pay. He's getting friends.
He's getting friends.
Getting friends.
That's all the Batman you need.